Grade 7. So we are now on the part 2 of our lesson. We are now done to the first topic of this lesson, which is what is set. And let's proceed to the second. So, types of set. In this lesson, we are going to find what are the methods in writing sets, and the universal set, the null set, and the proper and improper subset. So let us now begin. Let's start by answering this question. What are the first five letters of the English alphabet? So the answer for this question are A, B, C, D, and E. And since the first five letters of the alphabet, which are A, B, C, D, and E, are well defined, we can consider this as a set. So this is a set. So to represent it, let's put it inside the curly bracket and give it a name. So let's say this set will be named set A. So now we have set A with A, B, C, D, and E. And these letters here are called elements. And this capital letter here, capital letter A, represents the name of the set. So in naming set, we can choose any letter. We can name it as set. We can name it set B, set X, or set Z. It doesn't matter whatever letter you may choose because in naming set, we can use any capital letter from the alphabet. Now take a look at this. First five letters of the English alphabet and the set C here that has an element of A, B, C, D, and E. Do they mean the same thing? Parehas ba sila? The answer is yes, they mean exactly the same thing. Ang pinag-iba lang nila ay yung way kung paano natin sila sinulat. On the left side, set C with A, B, C, D, and E, we represent it by listing down the elements and putting the elements inside the curly bracket. So it is called listing method. On the other hand, first five letters of the alphabet, we represent it by giving the qualification for the elements of our set, which is five letters of the English alphabet. And these methods of writing is called set builder notation. So we have listing method in which we list down every elements of our set and put them inside the curly bracket, and set builder notation in which we describe the qualification for the elements to belong to our. Those two that we discuss are the two methods in writing sets. So we have listing method in which we list down the elements of the set. It is also called as roster method. The example for this is set A with an element of A, B, C, D, and E. The next one is the set builder notation in which we describe the elements of the set. The example for this is here x such that x is one of the first five letters of the English alphabet. So listing method, we already familiar about this example. We already discussed it. So let's take a closer look to this example, the example for the set builder notation. Now this is an example of a set that is written in the set builder notation form. So just like in the listing method, we have here the capital letter that represent the name of our set. And a 2x separated with a dashed line here is read as x, such that x and the remaining words will be the description of the elements of our set. So we have here the name of the set, the x such that x, and the description of our set. So to elaborate these two types or the two methods in writing set, let's do an activity. Try this example. Name three subsets of whole number using roster method and set builder notation. So there are countless subsets for whole numbers, but since this example only asking for three, let's give them those subsets that are easy to list. So we have roster method and set builder notation for those subsets. We have to list down them in roster method and set builder notation. For our first subset, let's say we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And if we translate this into set builder notation, this is what it would look like. So set A with x such that x is an even number less than 12. So as you can see, A is equal to x such that x, ito yung x such that x natin. Then yung description niya is even number daw. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 are all even numbers, so correct. Less than 12. So as you can see, there are no elements in here that is equal or greater than 12. So correct. This is the set builder notation form of this subset A. Next we have set B, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. And this 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 will look like this if we translate it into set builder notation form. Set B is equal to x such that x. Then the description is an odd number less than 10. As you can see, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 are all odd number less than 10. Last, set C, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So as you can see, all of them are multiple of 5. So let's see what it would look like if we translate it. X such that x is a multiple of 5 less than 30 because there are no elements that is equal or greater than 30 in set C. So that's it. Methods in writing, we have two methods. Listing method in which we list down the elements. It is also called as roster method. And set builder notation in which we describe the elements of the given set. So now that we are done in these methods in writing, we're now done in methods in writing. Let's proceed to the universal set. Universal set. A universal set is a set which contains all the elements of or objects of other sets, including its own elements. It is usually denoted by the symbol U. So to elaborate this, let's give an example. Example, let us say there are three sets named as A, B, and C. The elements of all sets A, B, and C is defined as we have set A 1, 3, 6, 8, set B with 2, 3, 4, 5, and set C with 5, 8, 9. Find all universal set for all the three sets A, B, and C. So to answer this, first we have to list all the elements of those three sets, set A, B, and C. So all of the elements are 1, 3, 6, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 8, 9. So we list them all. And the universal set is denoted with letter U, denoted by U. Next, arrange in increasing order. So, arrange natin sila for us to find those elements that is repeated. Kasi sa sets, hindi na inuulit yung mga elements. Kapag dalawa yung 9, ilista natin yung 9 as 1. Kapag dalawa yung 5, ilista natin sila as 1. So, let's arrange it 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 8, 8, 9. So, naulit yung 3, naulit yung 5, naulit yung 8. Ngayon, gagawin natin, simplify by listing the repeated terms as 1. So, yung mga naulit, isa natin, isa na lang sila. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. And this is the universal set for this example. So, key points. The repeated terms or the repeated elements in a set are listed as 1. Let's do another activity or example to elaborate this. Here, find the universal set for all the three sets x, y, and z. So in set x, we have x such that x is an even number less than 12. Sounds familiar. Y equals x such that x is an odd number less than 10. Z is equal to x such that x is a multiple of 5 less than 15. So to answer this, first let's translate it para makita natin. Translate natin siya into listing method. So x, ito yun siya, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Even number less than 12. Set y, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Odd number less than 10. And z, 5, 10. Multiple of 5 less than 15. So this is what it would look like if we translate them into listing method. And now we can now clearly see the elements of every set. So the universal set would be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and 5, 10. So as you can see, nilista natin lang sila. Inisa-isa natin. Then, for formality, let's just arrange it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15. So this is the universal set for this set x, y, and z. These are all their elements. So universal set. A universal set is a set which contains all the elements or objects of other set, including its own elements. It is usually denoted by the symbol U. So universal set simply means that the set that contains all the elements of other sets. Nasa kanya na lahat ng elements ng mga ibang set. So now we are done with methods in writing and universal set. Let's go ahead and find out what is null. Null set. The null set, also called as the empty set, is the set that does not contain anything. So null set simply means set na walang element. It has zero or no elements. It is symbolized as like this 1, so a 0 with a dash. So this means null set, or we can symbolize it as empty curly bracket. So that is how we represent null set. So example for null set or the set that has no element. Example for this is the set of months with 32 days. So wala naman months na 32 days. So sagot dito, 0, no element. Null set. The set of dogs with 6 legs. Wala naman asong may 6 legs. So null din. Then the set of squares with 5 sides. The set of integers which are both even and odd. So wala naman ganyan. Kaya null set. So these are the example of null set or the set that has no elements. And thus the set of fish that lives on land. So we are finished with methods in writing, universal set and the null set. Universal set, set that contains all the other elements of other sets. Null set is simply a set with no elements. So let's go ahead to our last topic, proper and improper subsets. But before we dig into that, let's start by asking what is subset? What is subset? It's found out by referring to this example. So we have an example letter set B 1, 4, 8, 9, 11 and A 1, 9, 11. Let's take a closer look to our given set. So we have set A with 1, 9, 11 and set B with 1, 4, 8, 9, 11. Let's try to make a diagram for them. Diagram for set A and a diagram for set B. So as you notice, what did you notice from these two sets, set A and B? Look at their elements. Set A has 1, 11, 9. Set B has 1, 11, 9, 4, 8. Do they have common elements? Yes, they have. So as you can see, set A has 1, 11, 9 and B also has 1, 11, 9. So all of the elements of set A is also an element of set B. We can say that set A belongs to set B because all of the elements of set A belongs to set B. We can say now that set A belongs to set B, or by the definition, which is subset is a set of which subset is a set that is part of another set, we can say that set A is a subset of set B. So, what is subset? A subset is a set that is part of another set. Example of this is here, set A and set B, in which set A is a subset of B because A belongs to B. All of the elements of A belongs to B. Now, proper and improper subset. Let's begin with the definition. Proper subset means a subset that contains few or not all. Few or not all of the elements of the original set. Meaning, subset siya na hindi niya contain lahat nung elements nung original. An improper subset contains all of the elements of the original set. So meaning it contains all the elements of the original set. So let's do an example. Example for the proper subset is 1, 4, 8, 9, 11 and 1, 9, 11. So as you can see, A is a subset of B. This is our example earlier. So it is a proper subset because set A does not contain all the elements of set B. So hindi sila equal, hindi sila parehas. Unlike sa improper subset, Example for this is this BUTS and set C with STUV. So as you can see, yung elements nila parehas na parehas, equal sila. So kapag gumawa tayong diagram, ito yung itsura nila. We have set A and set B and set C and set D. So let's try to collide them so that we can see their difference. So this is what they will look like if we try to collide them. It is now clear that set A is a subset of B and they are not equal, hindi sila equal. Not all set A contains few elements of the original set, which is set B. Unlike for the set D and C, wherein all of their elements belong to each other, equal sila. So improper subset. Subset and improper subset. Set A is a subset of B, and set A doesn't contain all the elements of B. Hence, set A is a proper subset of B, denoted with this. So dito, huwag kayo malilito, yung denoted yung symbol ng subset is parang letter U na nakahiga. So, yung open side ng letter U ay nakatapat dun sa original set or dun sa larger set. Tandaan niyo yun. Next, the improper subsets. Set D is a subset of C. And set D contains all the elements of C, meaning they are equal. All of the elements of D is also an element of C. Hence, set D is an improper subset of C, denoted by this. So let's take a look at their symbol, the symbol of subset and the symbol of improper subset. So just like I said, para siyang letter U na nakahiga, and yung open side niya is nakatutok dun sa larger set natin, which is set B. Then sa improper subset naman, ganun din, meron siyang letter U para nakahiga. Then underline sa baba, it indicates that they are equal. So para tong equal sign yung nasa baba, kaya improper subset kasi equal sila ng elements. And yung denotion niya is this letter U, then underline represent equal sign. And since they are equal, it is okay if we interchange them. So it doesn't matter, unlike here, na kapag nabaliktad na siya, mali na yung sagot mo. B is a subset of A. Mali na yun. Kasi A is a subset of B. A belongs to B. Hindi B belongs to A. Baliktad. Bawal dito mabaliktad. Dito, okay lang. Kasi nga, equal sila. Para mo sinabing 1 equals 1, baliktarin mo, 1 equals 1 pa rin. So B is a improper subset of D, or D is an improper subset of B. It doesn't matter. For example, if set A 2, 4, 6, then let's find the number of subsets. So in finding the number of subsets, just list down every possible combination of the elements. So first, let's try to make a subset for each element. So 2, 4, 6, then group them into 2, 2, 4, 4, 6, 2, 6, and last 2, 4, 6, and the null set. So as you can see, this is all every possible combination for this set. So these are the subsets of A. And let's group them into two, the proper subset and improper subset. So let's find out in this number of subsets who among them are proper and improper. So obviously the proper subsets is set this 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 4, 6, 2, 6 because they are not equal to our original set, which is 2, 4, 6, and the improper subset is the 2, 4, 6 and the null set because they are equal to our original set. Gets? So, improper subsets kapag siya ay part ng set or ng larger set but they are not equal. Hindi sila equal. Not all the elements of the original set belongs to the subset. Unlike sa improper subset, which all of the elements of the original set belongs to the subset. They are equal, so improper. An empty or null set is always a subset of any set. So, null set, lagi siyang kasama sa subset ng any set. Hindi lang natin siya nilalagay. Hindi lang siya kita kapag nire-represent natin yung set, hindi na siya nililista. Pero automatic yan na lahat ng set ay merong null set. At yung null set na yan ay subset ng any set. Now we are done with the second day of our introduction to set theory. We are now done in the methods in writing sets, universal sets, null set, and the proper and improper subsets. You can now answer your match problem that I assigned to you. And I hope you learned for today's lesson. That's all. Thank you.